there is no such thing like the two goats or the both of them are goats. There's nothing like it. I don't want to hear that agenda anymore. I don't want to hear it, because the margin between Messi and Ronaldo now is even more clearer, like it's more glaring, because we've entertained that debate for so long, and we can now see the huge difference between the both of them. Messi and Ronaldo, e no even near, e no near at all, because you cannot watch Messi and you watch Ronaldo play football and tell me Ronaldo is better than Messi. Never. You cannot tell me that. Like, it's so glaring now. See ball. When Messi enter for Argentina against Iceland, see game where see the way Messi play. Few seconds where he enter, look at the kind of pass he gave that led to a penalty. And look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Bro, if you did, like, we understand you are a very good player. Ronaldo, you are a very good player, right? But it has come to a point where you need to sit back and allow others do this thing. It's not even an agenda, or it's not a hate against. It's not that I'm hating on Ronaldo. But no, I'm not doing that. It is just the obvious truth. You cannot tell me, as big as Portugal is, there is no other striker that can bench Ronaldo. You know, this man is about 40-year-old, like more than 40-year-old, and you still want to start. And there's one thing that I'm very sure of. If Portugal wants to win this World Cup, right, Ronaldo is not a player they can depend on at this point in time. He is not the one that will lead the attack of that team to go and win the World Cup. And if Portugal, because you can't tell me you have a midfielder of Bruno, Joao Neves, Vitinha, and Ronaldo, you know, that pace, that sharpness is not there anymore. You have to, like, Portugal, find someone younger, someone faster. At this point, if you really want to achieve something with this squad, you have to do that. Because look at Ronaldo. Yes, it was a friendly against Nigeria, but look at the big chances Ronaldo missed. And now Ronaldo left the game about 60-something minutes. The player that came on to replace Ronaldo was the one that scored the winner for Portugal. It's not a coincidence. It is just the normal, it is just the fact. And one thing is, to Ronaldo fans, you want Portugal to win this World Cup, fine and good. Even if Portugal wins this World Cup, it doesn't bring Ronaldo to that GOAT level of Lionel Messi, because number one, we ask Ronaldo to provide his 2 times Golden Ball award, because it is very sure, it is very obvious and sure that if Portugal goes ahead to win this World Cup, Ronaldo is not winning the best player in that tournament. He is not going to win it. We've seen that played out before, back in 2016 when Portugal won the Euros. Ronaldo was not the best player of that tournament. It was Antoine Griezmann that was the best player of that tournament. Also, the Nations League that Portugal won, Bernardo Silva was the best player of the tournament. Do you understand? So it is just something obvious, something we can see, we can all see with our eyes. Ronaldo will not lead this Portugal team to glory. Take it from me. And it's not a hate. It's not that I'm hating on Ronaldo. I'm not hating on him. Do you understand? I'm not hating on Ronaldo. It is just the obvious truth. Yeah, right? Yeah, we understand it was a friendly game against Nigeria, and one thing is, you cannot watch this Nigeria team play football at this point in time and not feel disappointed, not get angry that we are not going to the World Cup. Because look at that performance against Portugal, even the one against Poland. We played well, and you can't tell me that this team will go to the World Cup and not perform. It is not possible. Imagine playing against Portugal without our two main players, Lookman and Osimhen, and we balled. We played well. Elchel, you cooked something good. You are cooking something good. And this is where I'll pause to say this. We all need to, do better as a Nigerian. And we all need to go get our PVC. Because whatever happens at the top, we affect every other sector. Yes, imagine Nigeria, we're now behaving like Chelsea that used stealing managers in one season and still finished 10th. Look at us. We use stealing managers for the World Cup qualifier, and yet we still don't make it to the World Cup. It is shameful. It is shameful because Jose Parcello, that one first, that Jose Parcello is not supposed to be a Super Eagles coach. Yes, he coached us. We got to the AFCON final with him, but look at that performance at the final of that AFCON 2014. Is it 2014 or 2015? Yes, look at that. Look at the performance. We scored first and we sat back. We sat back against Ivory Coast in the match that we scored first. And let me tell you, in that tournament, go and watch again. In that tournament, the only match we played good football was against Equatorial Guinea. And that was the opening match of that tournament. The rest, it was just lock on lock. We were now playing defensive game. Osimhen was now fighting, like struggling to get the ball. We are now shouting on Iwobi. Imagine, how do you expect Iwobi to perform in a two-man midfield? We are using 5 defenders. Two-man midfield. Onyeka and Iwobi. How do you expect them to perform? How? So Jose Parcello is not a good coach. I don't even know who appointed that man as a Super Eagles coach. I don't know. We moved on from Jose Parcello in the World Cup qualifier, where he was able to gather just 2 points, 2 draws. We went ahead to employ Finidi George. Yes, he's a good local coach. He performed well in the Nigerian league. But we are talking about big stage, Super Eagles of Nigeria, qualifying for the World Cup. You are giving us Finidi George. You are giving us Finidi George. And look at what happened. He was unable to win a game. We lost to Benin Republic. We lost to Benin. It's so shameful. Until we went ahead to bring Elchel. And look at what happened. The loss against Portugal happens to be his first lose in 12 games. And look at the way we are playing. Look at the way we are playing. Yes, we played very well. And kudos to the boys and to the managers, but it's so painful that we have this kind of squad, these quality players, and we are not playing in the World Cup. It doesn't really, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And we are still one of the biggest countries in Africa to have represented Africa in a World Cup tournament. Yes, I'm saying it. We are just second behind Morocco in the most win from an African team in the World Cup. Yes, Morocco won 7. They've only won 7 World Cup matches, while we've won 6. We've won 6. Even Egypt, the African champion, the one that have won the AFCON 7 times, they are yet to win a match in a World Cup. They are yet to win a match. Even Senegal, they are just about 5 wins or thereabouts. Same as Ghana, maybe 6 or 5 wins also. South Africa have only won twice in the World Cup. And look at it. 10 African countries are representing Africa in this World Cup. Nigeria is not one of them. The giant of Africa. We are not one of them with this our squad. It's shameful. It doesn't make sense. And people are not losing their job. That's the most painful part. People are not losing their job for this kind of thing. Look at Italy. See what happened in Italy. People were resigning. People were losing their jobs because they failed to qualify for the World Cup. But look at Nigeria. Anything goes. Anything goes. We just do we do things anyhow. With this our Osimhen, Lookman, all of those players, Ndidi, Okoye, all of this, Basi, name them. We are not participating in the World Cup despite having 10 teams. I said the other day, I said we are just like Chelsea. Imagine 9 England teams are representing England in the European tournament next season. Chelsea is not one of the 9 teams. It is just as bad as it's just bad. You don't even get the way we call them again. It's shameful. It is shameful. It is shameful. But well, we go there. All this one we Ghana they thought say they are just say fine. This one, that one. We go that World Cup. See our Jesse now. We go that World Cup. Ghana go they thought say they are just at the finest in Africa. Waiting them they talk. But well, we there house. We go to watch now. We go to watch Una for this World Cup. But no wahala. Next one day, but most of these players, they won't. I'm not sure they will be available for the next one because by the next World Cup, 2030, most of these guys will not be around 30 plus, and it's the biggest stage of world football. You have to have that quality. But it is what it is. This is Auto Football Fans Live, and we go still give you, as they go for this World Cup. Just stay with us. We got you.